Welcome back, everybody, to Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth. Byakuya Togami is dead. And I guess we have to figure out who it was, or else we're gonna get the blame, and we're stuck on a plane. So what else is happening today? Man, so this guy over here who we met last time, I don't even know what to think about him. But I think he's gonna be a pain in my side, I can just tell. You're not planning to erase evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Of course not. No, we probably will. We will see. Can you, sir, can you stop touching that statue? It's really gross.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable! I'm in your debt, Miss Tenero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Oh, no, that's what I was worried about. Is she going to be the partner?
Because Gumshe's not here.
Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in the case.
Why are you so mad? Maybe you did it, Mr. Clown.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to touch the partner button.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge.
I'll do that when I feel like it. I guess it's that way. But what if I wanted to go
this way?
Oh! What the heck? Hello?
Who are you?
Excuse me, but may I have a word with you?
Hello? Ma'am?
You there?
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay?
What the? Hey, wake up, you.
Is she sleeping on her feet?
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to her salary was cut so low it was in the red. Is that what you do with Gumshoe? I'm sure.
How did you find your meal to be, Mr. Edgeworth?
Come to think of it, I forgot all about it. I must have been asleep or something.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me prepare you something right away.
Right now, I'm starving.
What are you apologizing for, Miss Tenero?
I failed in my professional duties by letting a passenger go hungry. Please, help yourself. If you see anything to your fancy, feel free.
I think I'll take my time later, after I've solved the case, thanks.
So people did warn me to go ahead and, examine everything we could, because sometimes if you get everything quickly, you can go to the next scene if you do all the logic points, and you might miss something. So I'm probably just going to examine anything that says examine on it.
That leads to the emergency escape hatch. You can't go there mid-flight.
What if I want to?
What's the probability that the criminal escaped through here?
100%.
Oh. Then should...
Oh, let me finish my thought. I'm 100% certain they didn't.
When I'm searching for an answer, only complete thoughts need apply.
Really? Alright, well, what does she have to say on the regular?
Are you in need of assistance?
Talk about the captain's permission.
Miss Tenero, I'd like to ask you about investigating the lounge.
As long as you have the captain's permission, I can't stop you from looking around.
If you could pass the message along, tell him I'm grateful for his spirit of cooperation.
I will. However, please realize that you are still under suspicion. To be honest, I still have my doubts about you.
Oh yeah? Well, do you? Of course, and I take no offense. I'm offended.
Do you really understand what I'm saying?
Yes, verily.
Do you pinky swear you do, on your honor as a professional prosecutor?
I pinky swear I do, on my honor as a professional prosecutor?
Edgeworth! What? Why did you go along with that, boy?
Well, I guess that settles that.
I feel my honor as a man slowly diminishing. It's fine, I'm sure a man somewhere made a pinky promise. Woman.
Look at this badge!
Even if you show that to me, I still cannot allow you free reign.
Oh, I get it. She want to see something, but it gotta be something else. Pull down your pants. Miles, that'll work. No?
I'm sorry, but I must admit that I still have my doubts about you.
Guilty until proven innocent, I see. Well, I guess. Maybe we should present everything to her, although I'm not sure if that matters. I'm assuming we're gonna get a lot of things, but let's just see. Even if you show that to me, I still can't allow you, blah, blah, blah. It's all the same. It might not trigger even until we're supposed to go where we're supposed to go, maybe. Who knows? Alright, so this is all a waste of time.
Fine, I just wanted to see. Alright, so let's just walk around and examine everything. Ma'am? What was I oh, right here. In order to preserve the crime scene, I'm afraid the elevator is not in service. To get to the first floor lounge, we should take the stairs.
Oh, I suppose that's how Edgeworth got there in the first place? Why didn't he take the stairs on the way up then? That's dumb! It's a movie poster for License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
That's an iFly Airlines sponsored movie. It's a suspense, hard-boiled action, romantic horror comedy movie.
What? Oh, so it's Harry Potter, okay. Is that the genre listing for this movie?
Yes, it's a movie that can be enjoyed by anyone because it encompasses all those genres.
I can't even begin to imagine what the plot of this movie would be like.
But you have to admit it has piqued your curiosity, right?
I guess.
I heard the main strategy with this genre listing was to make people curious.
Well then, consider the mission a successful one. Alright, let's talk to the penguin. Mr. LeBlanc seems to be protecting the gargantuan vase on the chair rather closely.
It's a marvelous face, though, isn't it? Yes, I dare say so as a professional attendant.
I don't think there's any real connection between a piece of art and being an attendant. That's what I was about to say. Stick it to her, Miles.
But I'm not just any old attendant. I'm a professional flight attendant.
As though there was such a thing as an amateur flight attendant. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've been on some weird flights. Hurry up and investigate. Time should not be wasted. Precious is human time is how you say it, I believe. Oh my god. Can we present him anything? No, just the talk is just quickly, so no good. Alright, so what about this chair? Whose chair is this? This was Mr. Hicks's seat. Oh, I see. Byakuya sat here. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about.
Perhaps it's in the elevator?
Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now. Well, I'm getting there, but I want to look at everything first. This is my seat, is it? It's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything particularly useful for an investigation. It's not as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur. Well, maybe you should be at this rate. So it looks like we have some tea. And what's this over here, like a chess set? Oh, that's right. I was in the middle of recreating a chess game.
Just an observation, but aren't there too many red knights around that lone blue pawn?
Oh, he's just acting out his fantasy, you see. We'll explain that to you later. Nonsense. It simply shows that the blue pawn is no match for the red knight's might. Yeah, that's what happened last night. Wait, what? Never mind that. Don't get near me, you criminal.
He said, don't get near me, you criminal. Yeah, I got it.
I am not the killer, and I intend to prove that, starting now. That's contrary to the facts.
He says, but that's contrary to the facts.
I can understand his English just fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, real jeez. What's a lifesaver doing here? I bought it at the flight shop just beyond the lounge. If something should happen, one will save your life. I think this guy would have been better off not taking a plane to begin with. That's me. That's me whenever I fly. Well, if I may have a word with you. This steak is so awesome. That's great to hear. However, I would like to ask you a few questions. I was here the whole time, so wouldn't know. That's a big bread you got there, boy. Eat or speak, please pick one. God. Oh, he's picking eating. Okay, well, there's our answer there.
I think he chose to eat.
Yes, I can hear that. Ew. One of those people that is not into eating sounds. Some people enjoy listening to that. I don't know. I think they're absolutely insane. That's okay, though. You can be insane. Hey, miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you know anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? Whoa. Edgeworth, man, you suave boy, even in a case like this. Sorry, but I must decline. I wasn't talking to you, I was asking the cute attendant. Oh, rip.
I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I'd be happy to bring you another glass at any time.
You got it, Toots. That's no way to talk to a lady. Oh, Edgeworth, get with the times, man. Look at all these bottles lined up in a row. It's a miracle they made it through the turbulence without a scratch.
Actually, we asked the drink vendor to clean up all the ones that did break earlier.
Then you mean to tell me he put all these up here after the turbulence?
We are simply thrilled to have someone so interested in the variety of drinks available.
Don't think anyone should drink this much. There is such a thing as overhydration. Well, I'm assuming that's supposed to be liquor. So there you have it. Oh wait, shit, what? So we went to the left and now we're down here. Okay, fine. It doesn't have to make sense. Alright, this is the first floor lounge. Here we are. So there's probably a lot to look at in here. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tiniero.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you to that extent.
Yeah, I get that. You're very cold.
I don't want you to think your standing with me has changed.
Girl, I ain't interested in anything you got. I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. Wait, am I on a timer here? Oh, Jesus, don't tell me that. That's the one way to mess me up entirely. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff keycard.
Well, is it possible someone could have gotten one?
And we found no record of a keycard being used at all.
Oh. Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. Maybe he fell down the elevator shaft. Look, these things happen. At least I know that much for sure. Maybe he fell when the turbulence happened. Look at that. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. What does it mean? Alright, let's begin the investigation. Let's do it. Well, let's do the obvious thing and start over here, I suppose. Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
Okay, where was the killer? What clues point to where the killer could have been?
So we got one logic point, we'll have to find else where the rest are and connect them.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. Who cares about her? Not me, sir. Alright, let's look at everything. Anything that can be examined.
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters, but we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. Oh, I'm not trying to leave, I was just looking at them because I could look at them, that's all. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence. Have you?
What is the important piece of evidence in this scene?
Alright, well, we've got a spilled wine glass. We've got the bottle. Oh, look, there's footprints as well. That's probably what it is. Ooh, okay. So the footprints. So let's go ahead and get on that. Hopefully that counts.
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are a set of footprints. Okay, spilled grape juice. There's some spilled grape juice on the floor in front of the elevator. Alright, we've got that. Let's wait on that, though. Let's collect all we can before we decide.
So you think?
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
Well, you tried, dear, but this ain't CSI for you. Alright, fine. Let's start with the body, because there's probably a lot to look at here. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew key card.
So, the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second.
Okay, so we got elevator as well. The victim's body was found inside the elevator that connects 1F with 2F.
Alright. Collect everything. Oh, Byakuya, I'm sorry. Yes, suspicious looking nooks and crannies are abound in here. God, where do we begin? Let's just start at the top, shall we? I wonder what was hanging off this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Now if I could just put my finger on it. Oh, I bet you say that often. No what? No? Okay. Let's see. What about this? Like this little puppy or kitty? I don't know what it is. What is this sinister looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Mr. Eyefly. Oh, look, is it a raccoon? A little tanuki. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, you said that earlier. Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right.
Oh, maybe you weren't supposed to check over there, but I do everything from right to left.
The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon?
Oh, okay. Murder weapon, Mr. Eyefly. The blood on it is still fresh. Could this be the murder weapon?
Alright, oh, we're getting a lot, alright. Well, let's gather all and then see if we can make sense of it. What else on here? Oh, there's like a thing sticking out of his pocket. What about that? There's something sticking out of his pocket. Like that. What? Hope he won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. Oh, Edgeworth. You dog. Hey, it's a picture. Oh, look at that. It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Oh, look at Byakuya visiting that stone head somewhere. He looks very thrilled to be there.
Photo of Mr. Hicks. Alright, we've got that in evidence. Alright.
Let's see. It says we can still examine, but this might be from the top part. I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
That's not how that works. I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard.
Oh, blunt force trauma. Wound on the back of Hicks's head suggests blunt force trauma, but what caused it?
Possibly that piggy bank, no, depending on how heavy it is. Maybe. Even his glasses are broken. Oh my gosh, we got glasses as well? Gee, we're getting a lot.
Broken glasses. The victim's glasses are broken. Were they broken during his murder?
Probably, because in the picture they seem fine. Let's see. Yeah, we already looked at the lanyard. Wonder what was hanging off this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. If I could just put my finger on it. Oh, maybe we have to deduce that then, like look closer. Let's do that. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Point out the contradiction. Oh, is it the photo? Because the photo, doesn't that show something around his neck? Yeah. Look, it's his cell phone. Boy, remember the days when people wore a cell phone around a lanyard? I do. That actually does happen. Or did.
Eureka! We did it.
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
His cell phone, Miss Tenero.
Ah, I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Alright, so the cell phone, that's what the clown was talking about earlier. Alright. And we did already look at this money before, but let's look at it one more time. Money strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. Right, anything else? What about like the buttons? No, this is probably all still money. The credit card? No, it counts as the money. Right. His hand, perhaps? Nope, that's all the same as well. Okay. Yeah, that's all the same. We got the logic from there. Let me back out real quick and see. Because there's a world of stuff over here that we didn't really look at. What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of iFly Airlines, Mr. Hugo iFly. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is him in his 80s.
They look the same. The men actually age in the span of 4 decades. Maybe I need to squint more. Don't they look exactly the same, though? Oh, someone's ice bucket fell over. Oh, whoops. I was trying to look at the ice bucket. Oh my god. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds, they tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
The clouds, they tell me nothing. What does that mean? Well, I don't understand that. Do you have anything else to say, dear? Oh, here we go. Notice anything. Did you notice anything?
I was wondering whose footprints those are next to the elevator.
I'd say the killers, wouldn't you say? Even if they aren't, I'm sure they're a vital clue to solving the case.
Oh, maybe there are other clues waiting to be found in other places. Come on now, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go find them together.
A word of advice, nobody likes a credit thief, so stop stealing my lines. Yeah, really. About the victim. I was wondering if you noticed anything, Miss Tenero?
Yes, I can't help but notice the sad atmosphere in here.
Well, maybe because there's a dead body, madam. That happens. Yes, it is rather tragic crime.
I'll say. Robbing the poor man after bludgeoning him to death. Talk about rubbing in the salt. I can't forgive someone who would do this to a passenger of mine. I swear as a professional flight attendant I will capture the culprit with my own hands.
And I promise as a prosecutor to solve the case with logic and deduction. I should go over all the leads I've collected so far one more time. The key to solving this lies at the intersection of my logic and the evidence. Is that a thing? That means we've got it all. Well, let's just keep looking just in case. Look at this is open here. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There is quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. Girl, you made my bra fall off. What's this door?
This door leads to the flight attendant's room, but please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off a scent of a woman's perfume. One would think that perfume would smell great, however, to me it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. Oh shit, Edgeworth, now is not the time. How about the piano?
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into the...
Oh, wow. Okay. The future is here. That's not a piano. It's like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but it's keys to press along with the music as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Alright. What about this? This toppled over chair. Yet another victim of the turbulence.
Ah, no, look at all the grape juice staining the back. It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
Well, then why is it here? It was?
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part after they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. Good idea. On second thought, I can already see how confusing that conversation would be. I'm sure he'd be fine with it. To be fair, glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically stared, searching for gas valves to shut off.
Or started, sorry. I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it. It seems like that's everything, really. Alright, well, let's look at our logic and see what we've got here, because we've got quite a bit. Look at all this. Okay, let's think about this. Now, what do we have? Do we have any that make sense right off the bat? I'm thinking a couple of things here. I'm thinking the blunt force trauma was probably this, because look at it. It's like the clock thing, right? All over again. So I'm going to go ahead and try that with this, because that just seems obvious for right now. And maybe we'll get a little bit more if we connect something. How about that? A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title? Wow.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Obvious would... Or Oblivious. Aw, man. You should say it to her face. Alright, we got the piggy bank in our organizer now. Alright. Right, but what else can we connect? Where was the killer? Here's the thing. When I saw this, where was the killer and the grape juice, I was gonna connect these two together because the footprints lead out, and that's what I thought they were saying, but we also have the elevator. Victim's body was found inside the elevator. Could it be that the elevator came down with the body in it? Is that possible, do you think? I don't know. Because we've got... See, this just says there's spilled grape juice on the floor in front of the elevator, but it doesn't really mention the footprints. That's why I don't think that's the right one. Was the killer in the elevator with him? That's a possibility. This might be wrong. I'm gonna try it. See if that's right. Eh? Is it right? Oh. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, that's a different story. Oh, in the elevator with Hicks. If only I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. Alright, so we've got another one. Interesting. Can we connect anything else? Well, hang on, maybe we can. If he was in the elevator, right? The spilled grape juice with the footprints leading away, that could be a thing there, maybe? Because I don't think it's going to be the broken glass. Well, it could be, though, as well. Shoot. You know, yeah, because if he was in the elevator, how else did he get back? He probably didn't ride the elevator back up with the dead body, is probably what they're insinuating here, right? So in that case, maybe he walked off to the store. I'm gonna try that. Let's try that. Now, I wonder if you get logic red herrings or not, because are the broken glasses, maybe that's for later, or maybe it's just a red herring altogether. I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
No, I think he died in that elevator. But you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Okay, grape juice footprints. Okay, now we have the actual footprints in our organizer. Okay. Right. Oh, whoa. Okay, we're done. Jesus Christ. See, this is what I'm saying. People warned me about this. You have to be careful, because once you start connecting stuff together, the thing could end quickly. What's going on over there? Where? There's no one else down here but us? Whoa, okay. It's Crazy Man again. He's here shouting out his hieroglyphics to everybody. Yep. Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Oh, he's talking to that lady. Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
but the movie...
What? I will not talk to you anymore. You are just wasting my time.
What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do. I need not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
Pull down your pants. That's how it happens. What? What? Nonsense. Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Suit yourself. Whoa, don't point your finger guns at me, boy. Oh, okay, shoot. I think we're gonna have to do this in the next one, though. What I saw, well, I'm sure this is going to be riveting, and we are going to do this one in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Toodaloo.